Hello and welcome to the Vedantist. In our last episode, we asked the ultimate question: who is the observer? When you strip away the eyes, the ears, and the processing mind, what is left with us? We found that the only thing remaining is the pure, silent awareness of I am. That is Atman, the true self, pure consciousness and existence, Sat-Chit. But this brings up a massive glaring problem in front of our eyes for the modern human being. If you are just the silent, untouched screen of consciousness, why does your chest tighten when you get a passive aggressive email? Why do you feel completely crushed when a relationship ends? Or when you lose your job? The answer comes down to one powerful concept: identification. This brings us to the question: what's your true identity? We have taken the pure, pristine I am and we have mixed it up with things that are not us. Because of this identification with the outside world, there forms an impurity in the pristine concept of I am. The true self starts becoming impure. Let's look at the math of the reality. Say out of 100 things, if we allocate 1 out of 100 to the pure observer, that means 99 are the leftover. Take those 99 away, throw them into the bucket of the non-self. The Atman, the true self, the pure observer is 1, and the remaining 99 is the Anatman, the non-self, the observed. Everything you can observe is Anatma, the not self. The world, your car, your physical body, your career, your stress, and your thoughts. They are all objects. But because we lack the right framework, we take the 99 things and we superimpose it onto our one pure self and thus make this pure self diluted and impure. Let's trace exactly how you do this. It all revolves around two words: me and mine. In Vedanta, this is the trap of ahankara, the ego or the I, and mamakara, the attachment, identification, or the mine. It starts with the outside world. You look at a completely insentient object like a house or a bank account or sentient beings like your spouse or children, and your mind says, my house, my wife, my title, my job, etc. The exact moment you say the word mine, a psychological connection is established. You have taken the pure I and attached it to an outside object. This false identification is the root of all your extreme emotional swings. False pride and massive egos flare up maybe due to the acquisition of wealth or gaining a corporate power, the beauty of your spouse, or the accomplishments of your children, so on and so forth. Conversely, deep anger and crushing depression consume you due to maybe a financial instability, a loss of a job, or maybe misdeeds of your children. But why? Because you stamped the world with the 4-letter word mine. When your business succeeds, you feel superior to others. When your child achieves something great, you feel it is your own greatness. When you receive praise or recognition, you feel complete and validated. Conversely, when your business suffers a loss, you feel diminished as a person. When your child fails, you feel like you have failed. When your new car is damaged, you feel damaged. And when your reputation is questioned, you feel your very identity is shaken. The true self becomes impure because of this entanglement. Be it joy or sorrow, identification with any of it is the impurity. And it goes even deeper. It moves from the outside world directly onto your physical body. Listen to this incredibly subtle trap. If you walk into a room and take a seat, and someone asks, "What are you doing?" and you say, "I am sitting in the chair." Do you see the deception there? Does anyone actually say, "My physical body is sitting in the chair"? No. You say, "I sit in the chair." The pure consciousness in you does not sit. The pure consciousness in you does not stand even. The body is the one which sits. But because we are so heavily identified with the body-mind organism, we think that the physical lump of matter is us. You think that the physical lump of matter is you. You stamped your body-mind organism with the two-letter word me. You say, "I am seeing." You have falsely identified with your senses. You say, "I am happy" or "I am depressed." You have again falsely identified with your intellect and your fleeting thoughts. You are the pure observer. But you have dressed yourself up in the heavy, suffocating costumes of the doer, of the enjoyer, of the body, and of the mind. Letting go of the thought of me and mine brings you closer to your true self. To help us understand how devastating this false identification is, let me tell you a famous story from the ancient Bhagavata Purana. Once, a majestic, incredibly powerful elephant walked into a lake to drink water. Suddenly, a massive crocodile clamped its jaws onto the elephant's massive big leg. A terrifying struggle continued. For years, the elephant fought to free himself. He used all his brute physical strength. His herd tried to pull him down, but nothing worked. The crocodile slowly dragged him deeper and deeper into the water. The elephant was drowning, completely exhausted and in agony. Finally, in his darkest moment, the elephant had a realization. He realized that his massive physical body, his ego, and his sheer physical might could not save him. He realized that his true self was not this big failing physical body. He completely surrendered this false physical identity, and the moment he realized his true nature, which is "I am" and nothing else, he was instantly liberated from the clutches of the crocodile. For centuries, people have listened to this as a nice story, but it is pure science. The crocodile represents your worldly attachments, your financial stress, your corporate job, your debts, your attachments to mine, anything which you call it as mine. It is the external world pulling you under. The elephant represents your massive false identity, your ego, and your physical body. When you pray or when you read self-help books, what do you usually seek for? You say, "Please get this crocodile off my leg. Please fix my bank account. Please fix my marriage. Or maybe please take away my stress." But true liberation is not just getting your leg out of the crocodile's mouth. You cannot just fix the crocodile. You cannot just fix the outside world. The moment of true freedom comes when you realize you are not the elephant. You are not this body. You are not this ego. You must step out of the heavy, drowning weight of all these false identities completely. In that moment of realization of your true self, the world, despite all its force, loses its power to disturb you, either physically or mentally. You remain untouched, shielded from worldly misery, as all false identifications dissolve effortlessly. So, how do we practically do this? And where do we start? We use a mental detector. Yes, you heard it right. It is a mental detector which only beeps for one thing: the observer. When you go to work tomorrow and a massive wave of anxiety hits you because of a project deadline, Stop there. Pull out the detector. Ask yourself, am I observing this anxiety? Yes, you can feel it in your chest. You can see the racing thoughts. Because it is being observed, it is not yourself. It is not true self. It is part of the 99 other things. It is not you. Do not say, I am anxious, because words cast a spell. And that's the genesis why we call spelling a spelling. Say, I am observing the anxiety which is in appearance. You are washing away the impurity of false identification. You are the one. You are the permanent, silent sky. The anxiety, the body, the crocodile, the elephant, they are all just passing clouds. Now that we have separated the pure observer from the observed world, we need to understand what this world is actually made of. In our next episode, we are going to explore the architecture of the world itself. We will discuss the three dimensions of this universe: space, time, and matter. And what is the fourth dimension? Until then, use your mental detector. Watch the clouds pass.